welcome to Thursday night live stream. How's everyone doing out there? Let me know in the comments if you can hear me, because I've had bother tonight setting this up. Mic wouldn't work. StreamYard doesn't seem to want to work with Chrome or Firefox now for some reason, so I've had to jury-rig my mic, so just do let me know if you can hear me. Waiting for that comment to say you can hear me. No, I can't hear you. Thanks, Brian. Right, let's head over to the chat. A little distant, but okay. Okay, let me just turn up the mic then, because I have to have it going through one of my phones. Right, how's that? That should be a little bit louder now. Hope there's no interference. Let's get on to the chat, Susan. And first off the mark, we had Brian Madden. How are you doing, Brian? Apologies to you, Brian, about those cards. I really did think I gave them to Seamus, and it wasn't until Seamus rang me yesterday and asked about them. I said, I gave them to you. And he went, no, you didn't. See, when he was here that day, we were talking about them, but I didn't hand them over. He's got them now. Really sorry about that. Lost the chat now. Lynn Tree Towns and Models. Lyndon, good evening, sir. How you doing? Hot Dog Pilot, how you doing? Dora's Locomotive Shed's in as well. Hi, Dora. Flymo, how's it going? Colin Wilkes, good evening. Summer Breeze Model Railway, John Pinney, good evening, John. Tom Houston Model Rail, good evening, Tom. Who else we got in? Oh, scrolling through the chat. Joshua W56 Gaming, good evening, Joshua. How you doing, sir? Maura King, good evening, Maura. Hairstyle BR, LMR Christopher. Oh, that's Christopher, used to be Shakira Simpson, isn't it? Was that you, Chris? Because you're building TT120 now, I think, from one of your videos. Who else we got in? Brian finished Centre Model Railway. Don't forget, check out the train line. In fact, let's put this down to 4 screens now. You don't need to be looking at my ugly mug. There we go. So don't forget your pre-love trains. Still waiting on that check, Brian. Bendy Wendy, good evening. Very welcome to the stream. Who else we got coming in? Alan White, good evening, Alan. How are you doing? And hi to anybody who's watching on catch up. Oh, RGG trains are in. Oh, is it too loud now? Moreland Model Railway Andy, good evening, Andy. I liked your update. You were wearing the correct shirt, I've seen, for your update on your layout. And if anybody hasn't checked out Moreland Model Railway Andy, go and check him out. Fantastic scenery and dioramas Andy does. SJ TrainWorld, good evening, Simon. How you doing? Have I caught up with the chat? No, still going. Southern Cross Rail System, good evening. Welcome to the stream. It's good to see these new people in, new names. Bendy Wendy, is there any progress on the Letterkenny Rail Station? I need to know. No, it's part of the plan, and it should be along sometime in the next 50 years. I know there was a meeting recently with TDs and everything like that, and it's all talk and everything. How close are we to Brian's magic number of subscribers? I had a look earlier on, and he was at 966, so he seems to be hovering around that. His buffers are magnetic. I've asked because I've seen some trains. Well, no, model trains, they can have magnetic links, but certainly not magnetic buffers, because you get buffer lock and can cause derailments. Oh, Jennifer's in. How are you doing, daughter? You must be really bored if you're watching my stream. Canadian Locomotive Logistics, good evening. There's another channel to check out. You can go and control his trains. So go and check him out. That's Canadian Locomotive Logistics. Howard Pomfret's in. Good evening, Howard. How are you doing? Yes. Trevor Veal's in. Good evening, Trevor. How are you doing? Was there ever a link from Derry to Letterkenny? Yes, indeed, there was. The Swilly Railway, which I think that closed, is it 1953, when you could get a train from Derry to Letterkenny. And up until 59, the last day of 1959, you could have got a train from Derry to Strabane and then Strabane to Letterkenny. I'm marching, everyone. No problem, Pete. How are you doing, sir? Are they? No, I've never come across magnetic buffers in real life. Quite often on trains, they will be touching on the real thing. Oh, Timbers is in the house as well. Good evening, Timbers. How are you doing? Actually, let me just change my chat so it's all messages. Right. So tonight, you'll see I've got 4 lanes running again. I got this fixed up. I can't remember, I showed you last week, but my friend Seamus, he cut me out. He's got a laser cutter and does all sorts of 3D stuff with his laser printer, and 3D printer and laser cutter. So he cut me out a quarter of a curve of a circle with 3rd and 4th radius on it, so I could use it as a template. There'll be more about that in the video that's coming out next week, because I've already filmed that and it's in the can and it's ready to go for next week. This week's video is a bit of an update of what I'm doing on this layout over the next couple of months. That's out. Channel members will have seen that. That'll be out Saturday at 5 o'clock. Yeah, so I got the trains running tonight. I'm running all sorts of stuff over this track. You'll see a mixture of Mark III, Mark IV carriages, different makes. So they've got different types of wheels on them, steel, plastic, different flanges, everything like that, different couplings as well. So I want to test this track. This here, I sort of smoothed out the dog leg I had here. So that's running a bit better. So once I'm happy with all this, then I'll pin the track down permanently, do the droppers on it. At the moment, it's relying on the fish plates for power. But everything seems to be running all right. So once that's done, oh, Irish Train Guy's in. Good evening. McCarver Studios also in. The dumpster fire from across the pond. Halo. We are sorry, so very sorry. Let's not discuss politics here. But yeah. Who anyone else come in? Train Guy. Do you think there will ever be a line from my home, Letterkenny, to Burton Port? Well, there used to be. I can't see there would be ever the economical need to build a line from Letterkenny back to Burton Port. There was the time it was built, there was grants available from the governments to build the lines and build them, and also you had a lot of fish coming into Burton Port at the time, herring and that sort of thing, and that's why the line would have been built there. There is a greenwell built on part of it, Joshua. I've been on it. It's quite nice up there, and they're very, very scenic. You guys saw my recommendation, right? Yeah, they should do that. I mean, they were going to build a line from Sligo up to Bundoran that would have connected with the line that went from Bundoran to Enniskillen. But because the North Leitrim Railway built a line from Enniskillen to Sligo, they didn't bother building that one. And I think if they built that route, possibly we would still have a train going from Bundoran. to Sligo to Dublin, but they never built it. So, anybody see the announcement for the new model from Irish Railway Models, a Curascale, of the Irish loco, I think class 800, big steam train. Anybody's been to Coltrane Museum will see it sitting there. It used to work on Southern Rail, I think, between Cork and Dublin. Big express steam engine. They're producing a model of that. I may have put my order in for it. Oh, it's Valerie in. Hi, Valerie. How you doing? So running on here tonight, I have the Black 5. I have the Phoenix 37, the Red Stripe 37, and a Class 25 going around as well. And I say they're pulling a multi-crew of carriages, Mark 3s, Mark 4s, Lima, Hornby, the one beginning with J, what's that? Joseph, just to test the track work. That 37's derailed. Where's that happened? It's not. Optical illusion. Anyway, let's have a swig. That's enough advertising for you, Brian. Again, it's Dr. Pepper and a Fanta Lemon to keep me going tonight. Yes, the price is a bit high. Yeah, and you got to think about Irish Railway Models. They can only probably make a limited run because it's not going to sell as much as their 37s that they produced. Like that's one of the Curascale 37s going around. The High Queens of Ireland, yes, Queen Maeve. Yeah, I haven't ordered the signed one because although I've got a couple of signed locos, I think I have enough signed. You know, if it was going to be steam fitted and signed like the Black 5, I might have gone for that. Because let's just put the sound on the Black 5 for a minute. So hopefully you can see the steam coming out of it as it goes around. I'm just more in the background tonight. Rob's filming and I'm drawing, so may not see comments. Okay, guys, that's fine. At least it'll keep the chat clean if you two aren't in it, to be honest. So, you know, it's probably best you guys are just in the background. You know what, $2.99 they can keep it. Yeah, it is a bit pricey, but as I say, they probably only can make a limited run, so it's going to be a bit more pricey. The car station temporary and so there was a crash with the viaduct there. You know what happened? I don't. Are you talking about a historic crash there, Wendy? Well, there's the link to the train set shop. Do check it out. I've got a few things from Brian off of there. Does a very good job, services everything, keeps the prices down. There's good secondhand stuff on there. So many great looking trains come out these days. Have to pick and choose carefully with prices. So yeah, it is very true. Like if you're someone like me who doesn't have a particular era or location or even country, because I run Irish and UK trains on my layout. You see something, you go, that's nice. No updates on our website. So, so there will be. You do have stock that's not on the website, have you, Brian? Waiting to go up. We'll keep us posted on that. Because you do have a Facebook page as well for it, don't you? So it would be You can keep us updated via that, I presume. I just bought a sign fitted loco and I don't do TCC. Okay. It's so bad time. Family first, as we say, got to butter the bread. Very, very true. I don't look at any more CureScale new products. I'm easily tempted. Mind you, I've got some stuff on pre-order, but don't tell the wife. Yeah. Could I check your email account? No. Yeah, 2 lads died. The bridge collapsed. Oh, 1959. No, I don't know anything about it, actually. Are you going to St. Columba's 10th anniversary exhibition? When is that, Valerie? Is that the one? There's something on this weekend. Kieran, J94, good evening, sir. How are you doing? Okay, Timber, take care. Could Maeve run on the Dublin-Belfast line? No, because I think it's too heavy for the viaduct, because there was a big question when they were towing it up to Belfast to go on display in the museum. They actually separated it, took the engine over separate, and then took the tender over. Racing to an Irish rail freight train, lost 2 cars. Oh, right, okay. Oh, Digger's in the house. Hi, Digger. How you doing? In the background on the phone, so can't tag. No problem. Yeah, that's the. There's a toy fair in Cook Presbyterian Church this Saturday. I knew there was something on this weekend. Don't forget to hit the thumbs up for me and share the stream. And if you're new here, come and say hello and tell us what you're up to and what models you've got, if you have any. And let us know in the chat as well what you've been doing modeling wise last week. To say, I managed to get this sorted out, strengthen it so it doesn't wobble, and it's a bit more secure now. As I say, I'm leaving it for a week or two, then I'll do the droppers and everything like that. Hoping to start the TMD kit there that I have from West Hill Wagon Works. I've been looking at some engine sheds, diesel engine sheds. I quite like the one Andy has on his layout, which is a laser lines kit. Because I think it's watched a couple of the videos they have on making it, and they've designed it so it's got a lot of windows in it, so you can see in it. So if you have detail in it and engines, you can see in it as opposed to being closed over. I haven't seen any other ones like that, but it is 135 sterling, I think it was, or was it 165? It was a lot of money, I thought, and I was like, I'm a hand in a hat for a model that you have to put together yourself, but it does look nice. If anybody wants to know what I'm on about, check out Andy's last video and you'll see it in there. St. Clements on the 29th of March. I think it's going to be a small exhibition. If I'm around, I might head up to it. Sound seems. Oh, so people still having a problem with the sound? Andy's getting a problem with the sound. Is it me wandering around, or is it, as I say, for some reason tonight, Chrome and Firefox wouldn't work properly with StreamYard. So I've had to use my phone to connect. which is strange because it's running through Chrome on the phone, but the desktop version doesn't work. Oh, Brian's been busy soldering. Made one switch panel and soldered wires to the point motors. Just have to put it all together. Sitting back on my naughty corner. You have a naughty corner, Grace? I think you have a naughty room. Oh, let's not go down that. No, let's not open up that can of worms. Brian, purple one. What was that referring to, Brian? My sound feels okay. Don't think my comments are appearing. No, I got that comment, Maura. Again, sometimes YouTube does this for some reason. People make comments and they disappear. Like, I remember I had one user, regular viewer, and every time he put a comment on one of my videos, I would see it come up on the app, but I went to it, disappeared, deleted them, for whatever reason. And we was never ever be able to get to the bottom of it. Firefox is not giving us sound at the moment. There was a Firefox seemed to update today, and on the update, it wouldn't connect when because I use StreamYard, it wouldn't allow it to connect to my camera or my mic. Chrome will connect to the camera, but it won't let me select the mic input. You started that. I didn't start anything. I'm just a pure little innocent Irish lad who never says anything wrong. Purple one is referring to Grace. Okay. If having an exhibition, do you think sales at exhibition is needed? Well, we had our exhibition and we didn't have any sales at it because obviously it was grant funded and everything. But if you're having people there, obviously, if you're people there to sell stuff, then you're charging them to come. So you're making money to help run the show. Yeah, Tom, that's the next thing. I'm going to download Brave now and see if that will solve my problems. Just fitting sound to a class 37. Sounds great. What sound chip did you use, Pete? Oh, weird. Maybe a few problem sounds work for a week. Irish lad, as soon as you say that, there's no innocence. Anyone here on TikTok? I did have a TikTok account, but I've never actually posted anything on it. I'm going to try my live stream direct from YouTube next month. See, I would do that, but for having the multiple cameras, I use StreamYard to have the multiple cameras. I think there is a way on YouTube now of having an extra camera, and of course you can use OBS. But if I try and run OBS on my laptop, it crashes. I mean, this laptop is over 10 years old. So, Railway, Mark, good evening. How are you doing? The Firefox updates every time I open it. Mark, how is the missus doing now? Yeah, I'm sure Firefox is working fine for people who are watching the stream, but for me, using StreamYards to connect the the webcam and the mic to it, it wouldn't work. I went in and checked all the settings and everything like that, and there's Raymond Legs. Good evening, Raymond. How you doing? Entry trains model. I will have a few videos out shortly. Sound fitting complete. Very good. RP Bluetooth headphone battery. Excuse me. ESU lock sound 5. Nice. Good decoders. Would you not do TikTok lives? Not really, because I've no account set up, so I've no followers on TikTok. You know, I'm using YouTube. That's where I've established my platform now. I don't feel the need to go onto TikTok. I definitely do not do TikTok. Oh, I'm okay, Mark. Though I'm feeling slightly down. Don't feel down, Mark. You're here. Watch. Oh, hang on. What's going on there? As I was saying, Mark, don't feel down. Chin up. You're watching model trains here. You're amongst friends. You know, crazy internet friends, but friends nonetheless. But it's always one of those things. People say, "Oh, are a bit down or depressed." Everyone just goes, "Oh, just cheer up, then." Oh yeah, if it was that easy, I would just do it. If you're down and you got a problem, find someone to talk to, because a problem shared is a problem halved. Stop eating the duvet, Mark. My tick does not talk. There's a link to Lintry Time Trains and Models, Lyndon. Do check it out. So, has there any been other announcements in the model railway world that I missed this week? I do have on order, I'm waiting for them to come in, is some more hunt couplings. So I can do a video on that. So I can, because I got some as a tester to see how they worked. Well, I knew they worked fine, but I wasn't sure what lengths and which ones to get. So I put them on some of the hoppers I have. Work great. So now I've got enough to do the hoppers and my Pullman coaches. A problem shared is a problem that two people have got. Rail Videos NI, good evening, Matthew. How you doing? Should have my video of the museum and layouts from the show at Foyle Valley up later tonight. Good old Matthew. Yes, Matthew's a fellow YouTuber. He does a lot of, he works up in, well, I'd say he volunteers on the trains in Whitehead quite often, stewarding them. And Valerie, I've got 5,000 followers on TikTok, but haven't gone live or posted about trains. Dare I ask what you post on TikTok, Valerie? Cato Pocket Line Convex Shunter. Is that a new announcement? Cornish Bob, good evening. There's a lot of new names in here tonight. You're all very welcome to the stream. Do tell us a little bit about you if you've got a model railway or what your plans are. And if you've got any questions, pop them into chat. I'll try and answer them, or someone else will. That's the last of the Dr. Pepper. And where are we now? Just general stuff. You know, it's hard making content for YouTube. Like I've got a couple of other channels, and I basically haven't done anything on months because just don't have the time. It takes ages. Great to have it live on Thursday. I'm building a TT120 layout at the moment, building the baseboards at the moment, and 2 helix as well. Wow, that's a lot of work. Is the sound turned off on the Black 5? No, the sound's on. Well, the new running season kicks off on Saturday with St. Patrick's weekend train rides at Whitehead. So anybody up around Belfast, get yourself to Whitehead for the weekend. Does the Bangerstown branch of Duplicate? I have no idea. I've just received a new Class 88 DELPH from Rail, so I'll put on my next video. Ooh. Which lines in Ireland were built as duplicate routes? I can't think of anything that were up here because there wasn't a lot of duplicate routes built, I don't think, because there wasn't much traffic. So if one built one, they never built another one. No scenery yet from Raymond. First, she can walk the Lynchbar Road and back now. She's also managed to get down and there's a couple of shops. Well, that's good. That's making progress, Mark. That's good. Hello. Oh, you made me feel welcome here. Thank you. Yeah, we're a friendly bunch here, Cornish pub. Say if you got any questions or anything, we'll help you out if we can. Here every Thursday, 7:30. We usually go on for an hour or an hour and a half. Oh, hang on, chap jumped there. Just one more day before Saturday's train show. We were lucky to have a single route today. That's very true, Tom. Mark, you used the bus that you're driving that bad. Ah, no, Brian. I always find it difficult to think of a subject for my new videos. Well, all you need to do is whatever the next job you're doing on your railway is film it. I mean, that's all I do with my videos. It's just whatever I'm doing. Which, on the negative side, when I want to do something on the railway, I really think, oh, I should film this, which takes longer to do something, and then can also put a block on your thing. Oh, I should film it. I can't really. Oh, and you get stuck in that. Like sometimes I just do stuff and I don't film it. Is a Cato on this one? There's a link to Cato. Wing it, Pete. How would the main line be rebuilt? You got to remember now, some of the lines would have been built over or changed, so they would just have to build a new route, and it would be a lot. I'm not saying it's going to be a lot easier, but remember now, building rail lines, you've got modern machinery, so it's a lot. But it's not even it's a lot quicker because by the time you do the paperwork and get the permissions and buy the land and go through all the appeals. Yes. It's good that it'll take time, Mark. Job on the rails. Will you be coming to the grammar school show next month? I'll be there. Yes, I will be there. I'm bringing the Inver layout along with my 6x4 layout, my winter layout, and the little layout I built from Modeller's Corner. Basically, he said to me, whatever I can fit in the van, bring it. So that's what I'm doing. So I will be there. That's the show up in Bangor. I'm still hoping that some of you guys who live up around that area will be able to help me out on the layouts, because it's going to be a few of us trying to operate them. John PW22, good evening, John. How you doing? Valley's 56, good evening, Chris. How you doing? Stephen, train Markland. Mark Power, the locals running well. We serviced last week. I also repair and service Magsize and new parts. Contact Warren at Modelers Corner and ask for Stephen. Oh, okay, Stephen. They are running fine. Anybody watching last week seen the spring go? I actually found it, put it back in. It's working fine. I think what I need to do is just actually, which I might do over the weekend, is just set up the rolling road and let each of them just run in for 15-20 minutes each direction, because most of them are working fine. There's the one there I have to sort out the cog on. That's about it, really. They all seem to be running pretty well. Funny life for these farmers who are simple as. See, I live in a rural area. I grew up in rural Donegal, and a lot of my friends are farmers. And you've got to understand from their point of view that somebody wants to build a road or a railway or something, and they're going to get their land compulsory purchased off them. But they might have had that farm in their family for years, and then of course somebody comes on. We're going to put this road right through the middle of your farm, and it disrupts everything. And so you got to look at it. The greater good for everybody, and then the farmer losing his land. It's not easy. And as well as that, that might bring people to where the farmer doesn't want them, because most people who are, well, the biggest problem around here is people with animals, with dogs. 99% of people are responsible dog owners. You get the other ones who let them off the lead and think, oh, they're only playing with the sheep, and don't realize that they're worrying the sheep, and if that sheep's pregnant, it causes it to miscarry, and then that's the farmer down money, has to pay for a vet, everything. And we use the bus so Sarah can see how she get on. This is because she normally uses the bus to get to work and back. Ah, right, okay. Yeah, I'll send you a few helpers over. Yeah. You are. Good evening. Welcome to stream. Hope you're keeping well, sir. Or maybe not, sir. The thing with model railways, you sort of assume that most modelers, railway modelers, are blokes. I only have a cat, thankfully. What's everyone having for the tea tonight? Well, tonight I made spice bag. So I got some chicken, diced it up, marinated it in some soy sauce, black pepper, bit of garlic powder for about an hour, then mixed in some corn flour, deep fried that, made up my spice mixture, which had chili powder, chili flakes, paprika, cumin, cayenne pepper, and Chinese five spice in it, about equal measures of each. Mix that up, fried up some onion, garlic, and some chilies. Added in chips. Well, see, chips already fried. Add them in along with the chicken. A couple of teaspoons full of the spice mixture in the wok. Mixed it up for a few times, tossed it about, and served it up. And one of your colleagues got bad news. That's not good. Last dog I had was a husky. Someone stole the dog as he was too friendly and trusted everyone. Yeah. Sean, lazy Thursday, fish fingers and chips. That's something I haven't had. Growing up, we used to have fish fingers and make a sandwich out of them. Anyone else had a fish finger sandwich? The wild dogs eat wild dogs eat most things in the wild. There's Flymo sharing out John's channel. I had pizza, couldn't be bothered to cook. Good evening, Anthony and Kion. How are you doing, guys? And a little bit of rest before you start your next session, or your next descent. Flymo waffles and fried eggs. Not too much pizza, Brian. The dress won't fit. There are a good number of lady molders who say, yes, indeed, there is. It wasn't trying to be sexist or ignorant or anything like that. It was just the tendency to just say hello, guys, not hello, guys and gals. I had much to say, had some prawns last night and been getting a lot of exercise and weight loss today. Huge steak with salad. Oh, very nice. Yeah, well, Mark, don't let her rush to go back to work. You know, let her go back when she's ready, when she feels fit for it. I regularly have fish finger sandwiches. Okay, my missus thinks this is horrible, but it's something I had growing up and I've always had, is banana sandwiches. You know, you get your bread, your butter, slice some banana, put it in there. Banana sliced, not mashed. Anybody else have banana sandwiches? Did have a fish supper Sunday night, lovely. Oh yes, fish finger sandwich, not something I've had in ages. What part of the fish is the finger? Best not to ask, Raymond. Tim Marsden, good evening. Anybody's just turned into this stream, we go, why are they talking about food? I thought this was a train channel. I'm hungry after all that food chat. Yeah, I'm actually starting to feel hungry now. Yes, fish finger sandwich with mayo. Ooh, never had it with mayo. See, I'm not a sort of tomato sauce, red sauce type person. I like tomatoes, but I don't like red sauce. Let's see, my chat has frozen. So don't forget to hit the like button for me and subscribe if you're new here. Got any questions, pop them in the chat. My chat has frozen, so I'm trying to go back to where I was. Here we are. Lord Al is in the house. Dragon Junction Mark II. Good evening, Lord Al. How are you doing, sir? Working fish fingers, fried egg between 2 slices of toast. Yummy. Oh, can't beat a fried egg sandwich. That's another. You know what? I think after the stream, I'll go make myself an omelette. With a bit of cheese and ham in it. Yeah. Dinner tonight was home mad chicken curry. And some pizza while sending a card TMD mess hut and store this evening. Oh. New Model Railway. Good evening. Welcome to the stream. Oh yes, Mark, banana sandwiches. Yum. Is it an Irish thing? I'm sure they must have had it in the UK as well. Yes, Mark, I still like banana sandwiches. Doug Bull. I love banana sarnies. Good evening, Doug. Somebody put up a link to Doug Bull's channel. He's done some marvelous work on building a model of the Donegal terminus station in Derry, Victoria Road. Put a video of it up. You would have seen it on the video I done of the show over the weekend. But he's got a much more detailed video and of buildings. Oh, can I show them, Alan? He's just sent me some. Lord Al, all painted up. I won't show the other one, Alan, because it's got your address on it. Right, where are we? My mum used to feed me banana sandwiches. Banana sandwiches only has Frenchmen. Oh, really? Heard of Mad Cow, but not Mad Chicken. Holly likes banana sandwiches. Oh, yeah. So you get bananas in here, and they all leave it so they get, that really black overripe, so I can make banana bread. Yeah, hit the like button, please, guys. Oh, proper on toast. That is something I used to eat when I was younger. It was one of those things my gran used to give me. Can't stand it now. Don't do bananas and don't do bread. Ah. Strawberry jam on cheese. Do you know what I used to like, Tom? Peanut butter, strawberry jam, and cheese. Banana sandwiches were the staple when we were at Tatty's or the Berries. Effingham, good evening. Even raw Weetabix sticks, butter, and Marmite with a large glass of milk. Oh. See, normally that's why I have for breakfast, 3 Weetabix. Mark Stanover Motherwell had burgers, cauliflower, broccoli, and potatoes. That sounds relatively healthy, Mark. Awesome assortment of trains today. Yes, anybody's new here, I've got the Black 5 running around with some hoppers. I've got the Class 25 going around, Class 37 Red Stripe, and Class 37 Phoenix Rail Operations Group. The reason is I've just relayed this track down here and fixed my elevated section. So I'm running a mishmash of stuff over it just to see how it behaves. These carriages are Mark 3s, Mark 4s from different manufacturers, different types of wheels on them. So far, touch wood, everything seems to be running okay. How's your big boy, Lord Al? Ooh. My mate used to have cheese and jam sandwiches, but that was weird then and weird now. Oh, Tim Mansland's got a new Class 88. Very nice. Tomato sandwiches, what we have to be left overnight in the fridge. Cheese and tomato sandwiches. A little bit of salt. Must try fish fingers and custard sometime in the future. Who was it who used to eat that? What TV program was it? Fish fingers and custard. Where does that come from? It's a lovely model. Where's 37? I caught 37884 dragging some 446s up to meet the scrappers. Oh, this is 37608. I'm partial to Marmite and cottage cheese sandwiches. I just find cottage cheese to be very bland. Oh, there, Flymo's put up Doug's channel. Do go over there, subscribe, watch some of the stuff. There's some fantastic buildings there that they've made. Really, really, really realistic. No problem for the shout out, Doug. So is Letterkenny big enough to be a city? Well, what's the definition of a city? How big does it have to be? Or King, you're not a Doctor Who fan then. That's where it was, yeah. Oh, hang on, I'm not, because I have to refresh it. I'm not seeing all messages again. So where did I get to? Oh, the chat's getting away from me again tonight, guys. Well, where are we? I knew a guy who used to swear by peanut butter on Marmite sandwiches, but then he also put soy sauce in his porridge. Ew. That guy, my great uncle, he used to make his porridge with water and then add salt. Joshua, I don't like bananas, okay? I was dragged up in London. Banana sarnies were part of our staple diet. Yeah. It's banana sliced away, laid out carefully, or even see now. I don't like it when they mash it up and put it in. I think that's really horrible. Bang! Got your junction, Carl Brown. Good evening, Carl. How you doing? I'm Mark No and one. What is wrong with the banana sandwich? You should try fruitcake and cheddar. Ugh. So talking about bananas. What's the like it works to fix up Lord Al on the bog in a bog? Weetabix, you may as well eat tried cardboard. Ham and banana with gherkins and honey. Really? My rugby player mate had 12 Weetabix and a pint of milk in a mixing bowl. Yeah, don't mention the rugby. There's all great banana snacks for him. Do you like pina coladas? Sausages and marmalade. Ooh. Oh, Al's got new glasses. Yeah, fish finger and custard was Doctor Who. Yeah, somebody mentioned it earlier on. I couldn't remember what it was. As a kid, as a treat, jam butties or sliced tomato and salad cream. I don't think it's a similar blue, Joshua. Well, it is blue, but I think it was a lighter blue with the NIR. Don't take the P. Salt and porridge, a Scottish style. Water and salt, that's how I do porridge. Oh, forget the food. I'm drinking 10-year-old Bushmans. I've got a nice bottle of Crest of 10 that the daughter's boyfriend got me for Christmas. I must crack into that sometime. Now, let me just crack into my Fanta lemon. Pour it in on top of the remnants of the Dr. Pepper. Mm. Oh, that is refreshing. How's everybody's weather anyway? Because it was lovely here at the weekend. Got up to about 18 degrees, which is tropical for us here in Donegal. And now it is freezing. I've had ice on the car the last couple of mornings. Talking to the hat stand. White rice and milk with sugar and butter. Actually, a bit of sultana bread and a nice cheddar was nice. So I went off cheese and butter and such. Cannot see the keyboard too well. The kid loved dripping sandwiches, especially when there was jelly at the bottom of the basin. I've never had a dripping sandwich. I've heard people go on about it. I'm Welsh, Mark. I think I feel about the rugby. Yeah, okay. Yeah, when I seen that first game, I was like, what happened to Wales? Did they not turn up? Rice pudding made with pearl rice. Mm. You look like Michael Caine now. Just blow the bloody doors off. What's Cumberland sauce, Tom? Like Branston Crickle? So on your vids earlier, and you mentioned that you should isolate the points if you're going to be using block detection. Should I do the same if you use ABC braking? I don't know. Let's throw that out to the masses there and see what they say. Thomason, have you bothered with cork or other type of track matting? On this layout, no, I haven't. Normally I do, but on this one I haven't. If anything, I put it on to create a ballast shoulder. I don't use it for sound deadening. It really doesn't work because by the time you put the ballast on and the glue, any sound gets transmitted through to the wood anyway. And they're not actually going around here. They're not actually that noisy. Do you the green button or the red? Hi everyone, just question. How many locals do you, in your collection? I don't know how many I've got. To go to in the attic again. This is now a food chat. This is not any old stream. This is Donegal Dad's quality food and drink live stream. Well, it's kind of 35, Flaymo. Used to get free dripping and toast in the pubs in Germany. Chris says around 140. Any more than 140? 140 is the offer. Any bigger? Not with my missus watching the Bills. I was a lad back in the. I had brains on toast. Oh. Someone once offered me a beef tongue sandwich. I said, I'm not going to taste something that might be trying to taste me back. New and Railway, good evening, Clive. How you doing, sir? Welcome to the stream. This channel changed from a train stream to which I barely noticed. We estimate there's about 250 locals, and there's a guy at the club who has over 1,000. Wow. Tell chocolate soup. Oh dear. Is the sound of the Black 5 coming through? I know Andy asked if it was turned off earlier on, but try swordfish, a bit like pork. Chutney, tomato chutney on a bacon sarnie. Tomato chutney can be nice, yeah. Okay, Anthony, take care. Bye, Cayenne. Don't work your OPLAT too hard. I have 10 locals. I sell the ones I don't want anymore. Really? I want them all. Like Pokemon, you got to catch them all. Probably the most locals I do have is probably class 37s. There's a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's 7 I can sort of see from here. And I know I've got a few more in boxes, sort of Hornby Railroad ones. No, there's none of the local sounds. All right. Let me unclip my mic. Be careful in case this gets loud, guys. We should still get panya and pickle. Actually, don't know how many locals I have. I think about 30 predominantly steam. Yeah. Yeah, I can't be bothered to hoard stuff. I don't have space. Might as well. Fair enough. Must have 80 locals, which include 45 A4s. Two things not here are mock turtle soup and tripe. Andy Morland, what percentage did you say the woodland scenic inclines were on your layout? Still there? Andy? Oh, I can hear something derailed. Hang on a minute. Everything's derailed on that one. Where did that derail then? Of course, this is the Acura scale class 37, which is a test if you're Trek, because they don't have that floating center wheel. It's a test on how good your Trek is. All right, I'm going to turn the sound off a minute. It's starting to give me a headache. Most of any locus I have would either be rebuilt merchant navies or German BR-51s. More, that's a big word. As I've sound switched to exclude background noises, they aren't coming through, Mark. It's probably the settings on my phone, because obviously it's working through that. I know the week before last when I had it, it was working through my laptop, which the sound was coming through on, so that's probably what the problem is. So I have nearly 900 locos, models date from 1940s to date. 40% was Markland, other was Hornbury, British Tricks, Duplo, Wren, etc. John Penny, I think I have 12 at the moment. Some of DCC sound, others are just DCC. Brother and I inherited about 120 locomotives, about 330 wagons from our late father's layout. Also bought a few locomotives since he passed away. Got dirty looks asking for mutton pies. Oh, you mean Scotch pies? Yeah. Get lost when an eye approximately. Area summer breeze. Most of the inclines are 2%. I have one small section 3%. Butch and Time Tom. There's not much mutton in a Scottish pie either. Any way of showing photos from Flickr on here? You would have to send me the link, but the problem is Flickr are probably copyrighted, and if I show them, I can get a strike. So it's all right if I get the photos and able to display the copyright holder of the photo, because remember, the person who takes the photo isn't necessarily the copyright holder of the photo. They could have given that away. That's a good point. I need to do a stock take. Oh, you've got some inclines coming over you, John. That'll be fun testing them, as you say, seeing what locos get up them, and what locos can get up them, or what they can pull going up them. Midsummer End Scale. How you doing? Welcome to the stream. All right, everyone in the chat. Sorry, I can't really say hello My humor drug side effects are bad, making me spin out. Just trying to type, let alone read the chat. You look after yourself. Take it easy. Sit back and enjoy the stream. Well, if they're your photos, John, and they're giving me permission to show them, then it shouldn't be a problem. Because you can send me a link via Facebook. Or if you want to send me a link by email or whatever, and then I can show them next week. Because if I try and go into my email now, it'll probably crash. Right, let's have another drink. All this talking makes the throat dry. What are you planning on working on next on your layout? The next thing is, as I said, I've laid this track again, so I need to fix that in place, do the droppers on it. Once I'm happy with it, do the cuts on the track, test it again, make sure everything's working. And then it'll be ballasting. And then on with the scenics. Probably the next thing I'm going to do is in the TMD in the corner is start fitting the West Hill Wagon Works interior kit. Now I'll just do the pit and everything to start with. I won't build the platforms and everything because there's no point until I have the engine shed. But that'll be the next thing, is to take these two boards up, fit the DCC Concepts point controllers on there, do the TMD, and do the wiring on here because this isn't permanently wired up yet. And once that's done, then that means the two lines underneath, I can have stuff running on there as well, and then I can start playing trains with my coming and bring them up from the fiddle yard underneath and everything. Because obviously I can't use that underneath at the moment because there's droppers and everything hanging down from this onto the lines underneath. So I need to sort that out. So it's going to be take these boards up, do the wiring on them, fit the DCC Concepts controllers and the point motors, do the TMD pit from West Hill Wagon Works, and then that will be that done. And then what I'll probably go on to while I'm running trains and making sure everything's fine is I'll start building the center section here. That's going to be up by that high, which is going to have a loop of 009 on it for running the Donegal stock I've got. So that's going to be in two sections. So it's, I think the gap here is 2 foot wide by 7 foot. So I'll make 2.5 by 3.5 foot sections. So I can have that as a separate layout. So it'll all blend into this, but at the same time, it will stand by itself. Oh, Flamo's put up the email address. Thanks, Flamo. Did the video come through a master? Yeah, it did. I didn't know what it was. I didn't know what it was, Alan. I didn't know whether it was safe to look at. Oh, well, Andy's off. Take care, Andy. Catch you again. is there going to be retaining walls or scenery around the sides of the bottom part half of the layout? Well, some of the fiddle yard will be enclosed. Some of these lines will be exposed, and there will be a backboard here going around it, but also the scenery will blend into the other layer that will sit on top, if that makes sense. So the whole thing will be coming up into like, there'll be like a long hill in the middle with a loop of track going around it. Because the idea of this layout is that it's operated from out there, which is why I have a tablet with the Gauge Master Prodigy with the Wi-Fi adapter, so I can use the tablet to control it. So that means I can be outside and let the people do a shunt of locos in the TMD while the stuff's going around. Excuse me. Canadian Locomotive, your information, we are now building a website for people to register their layouts, want to let others do remote operations. Oh, very good. Oh, Timber's back. We can stop talking about him now, guys. No dual gauge track. No, it's 00 gauge, 009. I don't want to complicate the things. You need your laughing gear on. It's clean. Yeah, okay. Right, bear with me a minute, guys. Let's see what if I can bring up this. No, I can't play it at the moment. I'll have to have a look at it after the stream, Alan. Oh, Mark's making some changes to layout. We'll see that soon, hopefully, Mark. What make are those Virgin livery coaches? They're probably Hornby. No, Lima. So these type Mark III coaches, I was just buying them up whenever I seen them going cheap, because what I'm going to do is repaint these into Irish livery. So anytime I was at a show or somewhere and I seen these for about a tenner, I'd pick them up, which isn't bad because it's got metal wheels on them and they're decent enough detail. But so I'm going to add my own livery to them anyway. Right, we'll try to put that back on because that'll just cause chaos. For next week. You will need a tissue. Okay. Each pie has bagpipes, Blair Scotland, the brave and the backwards. What are you going to be running on your late? Yeah, Andy, what are you running on? Andy, you have your live at a really inconvenient time for me on Sunday because it's not very often I can actually get into it. Don't forget to give the thumbs up for the best food channel on YouTube. Yeah, don't forget the thumbs up and subscribe if you're new here, guys. Oh, Canadian look. Okay, take care. Catch you later. There's one for the link here. Yeah, there's my cooking channel. We've been stuck at 396 subscribers for months now. But man, saying that, I haven't actually posted anything for 4 or 5 months. It's going to take you a while to make this layout. Yeah, I keep saying 18 months, and I've been saying that 18 months now for about 12 months. So yeah, it's going to take a while, but you know, it's what was it? It's a marathon, not a sprint. Plus the fact I'm actually working on this now, whereas beforehand, like before Christmas, I had the 6x4 layout to finish. I built that little shelf layout for Modeler's Corner. I was doing all that sort of stuff, not concentrating on my own, but now I'm getting stuck into this. Of course, I had a setback where I didn't build this properly, and when I cut the track, everything went out of alignment, so I had to rip it all up and start again, which is what I've done over last weekend, and it seems to be working. So, as Timber Surf says, bash that button. Late night Australia, afternoon Europe, breakfast in America. Right? Yeah, I always seem to be around and come online just as you're finishing, Andy. That's why you don't see me a lot in your chats, unfortunately. But I must admit, I do find it hard to get onto YouTube to other people's lives and that, because you know life keeps getting in the way. You know, having kids and a job and a missus, and so I got sent an online list of jobs she wants me to do during the week. Yeah, the usual things: bookshelves and hang pictures, and fix lights, and so I've a couple of weeks of work to do. Just all your food stuff I've been missing out. Are you going to be getting the new Acura scale model that's been announced? Is that the Irish loco steam engine, Maeve? Because if it is, the order's already in. Jesus. Hello, I'm watching your live. Just got a message from my daughter. What time is it over? That's great. My daughter goes, I'm watching your live. What time is it over? In about 7 minutes. I'll be finishing up at 9 o'clock, Anna. Give double credit. I was little worried when I ordered the 88. I might have issues, but I'm very impressed with it. Compared to Cadillac's Class 60, it's night and day. Really? Yeah, the new steam train. I thought you might. I'm already getting spam email from Donegal Dad Food. Right, so yeah, as I said, I'll be finishing up in 6 minutes now, 9 o'clock. It's an hour and a half is long enough to be listening to me waffle on in the background. The 800 class is to Ireland what the 9F is to UK. We're almost too big for the network. Nick, how's it going, the Urban Outsider? If Jason's not on, then I stay on to 9 o'clock. But if Jason's on, he comes on at 8:30. Are you going to be up at the Bangor show, Nick? Okay, well, take care. Well, apart from that, what I have 2 derailments, and it was on the same line, and I don't think it was on the bit that I freshly laid that the derailments were happening. So I've got to figure out where it was. It may be from the camera where it's set up. It's a bit close to the line, so it might be hitting off that every now and again and causing the derailments. If you're going, Nick, would you be bringing a layout, or are you just coming up to visit, just for a look-see? Because if you're coming up just for a look-see, maybe you might give me a hand. Well, yeah, everything's still running. Let's say anybody who's new, we've got a 237s running, the Black 5, and a Class 25 going around. Anyone who's new, layout here is modular, 12 foot by 7 foot, 3 4 foot by 2.5 foot modules this side, same that side, and then 2 2 foot by 2.5 foot sections either end, joining them together. 2 layers, filter yard down below. You can see the incline coming up there at the front, all DCC controlled with Gauge Master Prodigy with the Wi-Fi adapter, so I can use a tablet to control them. The points on the upper level are going to be DCC controlled, and the points on the lower level are just traditional switches. TMD down that end. As I keep saying, it's going to take me 18 months to finish it. And I've been saying that for 12 months. Have to ask the boss. See behind me, Yes, he's put a link up to the new model by Irish Railway Models, the Cura scale. That's the last of my liquid for tonight. There are actually 3 named locos. Maeve is the one that's preserved, and in Belfast, and there's another 2 which I can't remember the names of. And they're producing them in DC and DCC sound. Part shows one of them. There we are. No, Adam, I've been on the footplate. Very tempted. I mean, I think everybody would love to see Maeve actually up and running again, but I think if they got her running, there is actually nowhere to run her because she's so heavy. She would break the track. And Macca, that's the other one, yeah. Lovely looking loco. Of course, being 5'3" gauge as well, it looks a little bit bigger. There's more space between the wheels to fit everything in. You know, it's only an extra, what was it, 5 inches, but you know. They look like Henry. Big bucks, yeah, they are big bucks, all right. Make it 9 o'clock there, guys. Thanks for tuning in. I'm going to call it a night now. I'm going to go and make myself an omelette. Video out on Saturday, just an update on future plans of this layout. Channel members already seen it, and big thank you to my channel members for their support, and my patrons as well. So I will be back next Thursday, 7:30, hopefully. And you never know, I might get some other trains out, run something different. And there's a message from Anna telling me it's 9. So thanks for tuning in, guys. It's great being here Thursday evenings, having a chat with you guys. Really enjoy it. Got some trains running, had some fun. Spent most of the evening talking about food as opposed to trains, but hey. So I'm going to turn around, do that awkward thing of hitting the end stream button. So thanks for tuning in, guys. Enjoy your modeling, have fun, and I will see you all next week. Bye for now.